We obviously thought about it in great depth. We've got a great array of rugby league fullbacks playing our competition at the moment, and we've got the Clive Churchill, fullback, and Billy Slater. We had a terrific Origin series. We got the incumbent Darius Boyd. Never lost a test match, in the green and gold jersey. It was just such a difficult decision, and I think it come down to the end around versatility and around the ability to play a number of positions, and we felt that unfortunately James misses out to Tom and Dan Gagai and Val Holmes and all those guys who were playing fullback at their clubs. Billy Slater's obviously the standout, and we've got Darius Boyd, who's played a number of games on left wing for Australia and Queensland, and so we've got, like I said, great versatility in our squad and a number of players who can play in all positions along the back line and in the forwards as well. So I think it's a great balance. It's a well-balanced rugby league team, and will hold some really good stead through the World Cup. I haven't talked to Billy, so he's amidst all these celebrations, rightfully so, so he's been a remarkable comeback. What a great person and player, and deserves his position in the Kangaroos again. Teddy hasn't played for the Kangaroos before, so the only player really I rang was Blake Ferguson, and he was obviously clearly upset. He's been a great player for the green and gold, but I had to be honest with him around his form, and he accepted that, and we move on. Yeah, it was just more to do with his form. He wasn't in the best of form at the back end of the year, and when you consider that Dan Gagai, Wally Lewis medalist, and been a fantastic player for the Knights, like I said, Val Holmes and all the plethora of players that could play in the outside backs. It's a difficult proposition leaving people out, but that's part of the job, unfortunately. The most consistent team all year, and their players, those 7 players have been some of the most consistent players all year as well, and from our point of view, they've been dominant, the dominant force, but it sort of adds to our team with that cohesion and familiarity, playing together as well. That sort of enables us to feel a bit comfortable. We run footy teams onto the field through the World Cup. We've got 3 candidates who are fantastic players. Cameron Munster, obviously, he's part of the Storm spine, in the Queensland spine, so highly successful. Michael Morgan, arguably the best half in the competition at the moment, and James Maloney, who I've got high respect for. He's a winner, and he'll put pressure on everyone, in that 6 jersey. So we're lucky. Obviously, Cameron and Cooper and Billy had a say in the Origin 3, where Cameron got the nod at 6 and Michael played 3. So it's important that the players buy into whatever decisions made as well. So look forward to talking to them when we get into camp. Yeah, no, we still got to go through a medical process at the moment, but the feedback that he'll be right to go game 1 of the tournament. Yeah, we have got on standby. We've got Josh Mansour on standby just in case Darius doesn't. Well, the players who are injured at the moment have played a really important part in the resurrection, I guess, of the profile of the Kangaroos and the brand. At some stage they'll come into camp and have some input, but those like Greg and John and Matty Scott in particular, they've got club commitments too as well, so they'll be back into the swing of things with their clubs and training and getting themselves fit and healthy for next year. And so at some stage, those players will come back in and say hello, but won't have a big bearing on our preparation at all. On the verge of making Origin this year, 18th man for Queensland, outstanding at the back end of the year. Combinations, cohesion with Cooper and Will Chambers on that right edge, for the Storm. He's a big body, can play in the middle. He sort of helps balance the footy team out. We've got some really good middle players. We've got some good backs. He sort of provides, a bit of balance around whether he plays in the middle or plays on edge. So he deserves his opportunity in the green and gold jersey. He was born Bundaberg. Yeah, no, well, again, versatility plays this role there. You know, Ben at the back end he did a pretty good job at 9 with the Broncos. Played 14 for the Maroons this year as well. Off the bench player, you know, in a test match would be very dangerous. There's a whole heap of players unlucky. You know, Josh, one of the better players in Origin this year. You know, one of the stalwarts of the Dogs, and played really well. You know, the PM's 13 and. Yeah, another one of those stories where not quite, you know, didn't quite make it. But if he was picked, you know, he'd, you know, just be justifiable.
Is that good that you've got that sort of depth?
Oh, it's great. You know, it's great. It's a hard job, you know, from a selecting point of view. But you know, it's fantastic. We've got great depth in all our positions. You know, with the Kangaroos, and you know, I think we've picked our best team, best balanced team with great versatility and. You know, we move forward now to, you know, showing our wares. Well, we've got a trial in Fiji, try game against PNG and Fiji, which is, you know, it's something different for our game. I think it's be a huge success. We'll trial all players. You know, we'll give all players a bit of a hit out. Not necessarily the Storm boys or the Cowboy boys. They won't get much game time, but a lot of the other players will get a fair bit of game time through that, and obviously through that performance. It may or may not hold them in good stead for game 1, but you know, it's a we want to win the Rugby League World Cup, so that's 6 games. So we've got 24 players, and we want all players participating in all the games, lead up games. So they, you know, obviously a bit of internal pressure around who gets picked in the ultimate, you know, Kangaroo side that, you know, plays through the finals. So you know, it's a bit of a process. Like I said, but every player will get an opportunity to, you know, put their, you know, best foot forward.